Adam sat with his back to the sun, his easel standing firm and erect on the uneven ground. He loved to paint his pictures here in the garden, nestled among the 4 apple trees his mother liked to call an orchard. Behind the trees, and surrounding the garden, was an old wall with bricks amiss here and there, allowing the neighbour's daughter and local scallywags to hop the partition and thieve their apples. Not that Adam's mother minded, as the children normally lifted the fruit found on the ground, which were bruised and useless to her. "Nothing worse than battered apples," she would say. "You can taste their badness in my pies. The rot will cause moss to line their stupid stomachs." Remembering this, Adam shook his head. "Silly woman," he muttered, setting his pencils out in readiness to draw. "I can't see why they don't ask us," his father would add, peering with sobriety over the top of his broadsheet. "When they struggle to hop the wall, they end up toppling more bricks. Not just that, they trample my flower beds, snap my runner bean stalks, and squash my tomato plants." His father thought himself a logical, intelligent, and diplomatic man. "I should have strung them up by their balls after Adam told me who they were." Adam rolled his eyes, tutted, and set his empty pencil case to one side. Before sitting on his stool in front of his easel, he checked to make sure he'd brought everything from the house he would need. Brushes, pens, eraser, palette, A2 pad of paper, and pots of paint. Dad wouldn't give them apples even if they asked, he thought. He finished setting up and approached the wall, placing his hands on the top bricks and pulling himself up to peer into his neighbour's garden. Eve, the daughter, was nowhere to be seen. "Maybe she's gone to play at a friend's house today. After all, it's such a lovely day. I can't expect her to hang around here all the time to keep me and my ugliness company." "You're not ugly, but beautiful," Eve would reassure him. "Maybe I'll see you later," he whispered, lowering himself from the wall and returning to his easel. A light breeze rustled his paper and rattled his pencils, causing him to look up at the clear blue sky, which had been filled with stormy-looking clouds earlier that morning. "No chance of rain," he smiled, happy the weather wouldn't be an issue. Adam sat at his easel and picked up a sketching pencil. "Okay, Dorian, let's see if we can get you picture perfect today." He put the pencil in his mouth, like a dog would with a bone, so he could tie his long hair into a ponytail. Then he wriggled his arse on the stool until he was comfy and removed the HB from the clutches of his teeth. "Okay, inspiration time." Adam put a hand in his trousers pocket and withdrew the small mirror he had there. Before braving a look, he drew in a slow, deep and shaky breath. When he released it, he felt like crying. "Come on, the poet needs the pain." His hands flirted with the mirror, tilting it this way and that, the sun catching in the glass and shining in his eyes. "It's now or never," he thought, bringing the mirror up close. Adam forced himself to look at his reflection. "Ugh," he gasped, drinking himself in. "I'm like the son who gets locked in the attic. I'm like Quasimodo's uglier brother." He poked his tongue out at his mirror image. "You're hideous," he proclaimed, except there was no twin brother or sister. His parents hated him. He'd always thought this was all in his head, until the night recently when Dad got drunk and told Adam how much he damaged his mother's insides when he was ripped from her at birth. "You are a 19-pound Rottweiler," he said, now echoing his father's slurred words. "You almost tore your poor mother asunder, you repugnant little fuck. You're nothing but an unsightly monster." Words hurt, no matter what the rhyme said. Where were those good looks Eve could see? He slanted the mirror this way and that, trying to seek out the beauty beneath his beastly image in the glass's edges, middle and corners. The monster stirred back,